In this video, this will be a pretty quick video about states of matter. This is hopefully a review, something you're already familiar with, but just want to make sure, again, this first chapter, much of it is a review for most people, but for those who are not familiar, I want to make sure that we're all on the same page about definitions here. So there are three main states of matter, and we'll also talk about density, a physical property that's going to show up a lot and is quite important in chemistry. So let's talk about states of matter. Our first state of matter is a solid. This is a state of matter that has a definite shape and volume. So this is something like a piece of metal or a piece of ice is an example of a solid. Right, that's something that you can pick it up and it stays in its same shape and volume. Our next state of matter is a liquid. This is something that has a definite volume, but will take the shape of whatever container's in. So it doesn't have its own shape unto itself. A classic example of a liquid, of course, is water, which we're all very familiar with, but we can have liquids of other things as well. And it's going to take the shape of whatever thing that it's in. And then our final state of matter, my favorite because I study atmospheric chemistry, is a gas. And this is something where the molecules or atoms in the substance are all very spread far apart from each other. And this has no definite volume or shape, and instead it expands to fill whatever container it is in. So it has no definite volume, no definite shape. The shape is going to be based on whatever it's in, similar to a liquid in that way, but it'll also expand to fill whatever volume that happens to be as well. And one other way of looking at these states of matter is that we can think about density. Density is an example of a physical property, and this physical property involves thinking about how much mass do we have for a given volume. So density is defined for a particular substance as mass over volume. M is generally used to mean mass, V for volume. And this will often have units of something like grams per cubic centimeter or grams per milliliter. A cubic centimeter and a milliliter, these are the same thing. And in general, a solid will have the largest density of these three states of matter because the atoms or molecules are packed very tightly together and held very tightly together. A liquid will be in the middle, though much closer to the solid than to the gas. And in some cases, water specifically, the solid actually has a lower density than the liquid. Water is a little bit weird that way, and we'll get into why that is eventually. And the least dense always is the gas, by quite a bit, because the atoms or molecules are not really stuck together. And so just wanted to make sure that we're all on the same page about states of matter, and that's the end of this short review video.